Vado.
Vai. Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Monday night stream here on Access the Animus. My name is Marco, and today we're going to play Assassin's Creed 2 as part of the celebrations for the AC15 anniversary. So we are starting the game right now. How are you guys doing? Hello Triton K, hello XXX Plane, welcome to the stream. We are starting the game right now, so we are going to have a look at the first moments of AC2. It's gonna be a nice ride as we are playing with Desmond. Shall we start? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? I think you guys can see me. Oh, okay. Okay. I think we're live now. Okay, so we are starting with AC2, the classic recap that the classic games had. This is the recap basically of the events of AC1. We don't have the subtitles. We're gonna have to add them later, I think. Okay. Okay, very well. Hello, Herna, welcome to our stream. Welcome. Trying to gauge if is the audio fine on your side? I think you can hear me. What's up with those sequences? Hello, the Thornton. Welcome to the stream. Are you talking about Animus Next? I think you are. Hello, Atef. I look and sound fine. I know. Thank you so much. I look so fine. Hello, Elena. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. So what we're doing today, we're gonna do a few things. Actually, we have quite a number of activities planned for today. Even though today we're still not able to actually do the giveaway that we promised last week. So hopefully next week. We weren't able to find the proper tech to be able to do it properly. But in compensation for that, we're actually, well, of course, we're going to play AC2. You might have seen the release of the Animus Next platform, as it was, I think, mentioned, by Thornton in the chat. So we're going to show you how to access the Animus Next platform. We're going to discuss the story that is involved with it. There's not so much about it, but we're going to have a look at that. So we're going to break down all of it, especially the new sequences that were released today. And then, of course, we're going to try the official Assassin's Creed trivia with the new questions dedicated to AC2 that were released today. In the meantime, we are having Desmond following Lucy. And they need to see which is the ancestor that is in common between Subject 16 and Desmond. So this is where they find out about Ezio. So Semperfi, welcome to the stream. Atef, welcome to the stream. Audio is fine, thank you guys for mentioning. Mr. Meme, welcome to the stream. Do you have an inside scoop on Rift or Infinity? If I had any, I wouldn't be able to share them anyway. So I think that the most interesting info right now are those that are coming through the leaks, to be honest. So basically what we do know is that, well, a lot of people are expecting Rift to be announced in September, on September 10th, probably. They only said September. It's not clear how it's going to be released. Probably, potentially a trailer. I wonder what about that. What we're going to see about that. In the meantime, we're actually seeing Ezio's birth. So yeah, quite a number of information that have been released through the leakers and rumors and stuff. We do know about Project Red, which should be the game set in Japan for Assassin's Creed Infinity, and then another setting coming up for I I am preparing the second part of the Brandon of Clonefert analysis coming up. After that, there's going to probably be another video about some new information about Rift and Infinity or something like that. So some additional rumors coming from different sources than usual. So we're going to discuss that as well. And of course, we are less than 2 weeks from September the 10th. So we're getting closer and closer to the announcements. So I can't wait to see what Ubisoft is going to actually and officially share. How are you and Sary? We're doing pretty great. Other than F1 yesterday, I'm dressing in red, but this is not a red of passion. This is the red of blood, I guess. After Ferrari again had another blunder yesterday in the strategy in the race. So yeah, it was an amazing race yesterday, but other than that, it was a pretty nice week. We had a lot of content scheduled for ATA. We have posted a lot of stuff last week. We are planning some announcements this week as well. Hopefully midweek we're going to release something. It's not content, it's more like a platform that we have been waiting too much to have, and at last we're going to have that as well. In the meantime, Desmond along with Lucy, they are discussing the Abstergo decorators. Jetin, welcome to the stream. Six Keys, welcome to the stream. Ezio Auditore da Firenze, it's over. Yes, I mean, it was over already if you're talking about Ferrari and the F1 championship. It was over already. Ferrari fans, including us, were eluding themselves if they were even thinking of a chance. Now it's over for reals. So, yeah. Poof and I'm gone, welcome to the stream. Team Horn, welcome to the stream. I heard that the Ubisoft games are going to have their online content removed early in September. Yes, that is true, Tim. It's not all of the Ubisoft games. It's like the classic games. So that is Assassin's Creed 2 up until Assassin's Creed Liberation HD. I think AC3 was included or not. I'm not sure. So the Ezio games, all the multiplayer content will be removed, including the DLCs. Liberations HD will not be playable anymore, starting in September the 1st, so it's going to be like in a few days. Some of the online services were already dropped some days ago, even if they didn't announce that. So yeah. 2024 is now Ferrari, done, dead, gone, reduced to ashes. Wow, 2023. Look at that Eagle Vision with all, like, we had all the colors, like our main character, our target, and also the enemies. This is where Desmond and Lucy are making their way through the animi. This is like the huge room where all the animi 1.28 are located. Both the animi and also like there are like these PCs where the subjects are studied, I guess. And now we're going to get where Desmond is going to be able to use his Eagle Vision to allow himself and Lucy to escape Abstergo. Giuseppe, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I think you mentioned something. I'm missing that. Thanks to this game, I discovered a fantastic Assassin's Creed franchise. That's very nice, actually. Even if I don't like it now, I love this game. Yeah, I do agree. I started with AC1, but my love for the franchise actually started with AC2. Pretty much when I experienced the first glyph puzzle, to be more specific. That's what showed me that there were like connections between AC1 and AC2, and this was going to be a franchise instead of just 2 games. That was very cool. And Sailor, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for your compliments. Thanks for enjoying our videos. We're really pouring all the energy that we have in them. In the meantime, while we are fighting all the guards, we should be able to see Sorry? Oh, Sary is trying to find her ground because, of course, the button mapping is still not the ones from the recent games. And, of course, we haven't changed it. But if I recall correctly, I think there was one of the... what's it called? The vehicle plates of the various cars. I think they sort of like either hinted at that this was in Rome, or there was a hint about Vidic's car. There was like the plate for Vidic's car was an Easter egg or something. Desmond is superhuman because he can take any kind of hit. You should try and just...
I'm trying all the time.
No, I'm just saying, like, you should just leave one guard alive so you can have a look at the plates of the cars, but I don't think we can see them. You should leave one guard alive. Thanks for not leaving any guard alive. Anyway, it's fine. Oh, we have friends in the chat. Let me remove them. Okay, yeah, we still have bots. It is part of our life. Well, it's been a few weeks since we had any bots. I remember back then having theories, like sometimes in these scenes Desmond showed to have like yellow eyes, which showed that he might be using his eagle vision, but he wasn't. Yes, hello Kasakagi, welcome to the stream. Desmond Miles getting pieced the gel off right now. Yes, it wasn't. But it's fine. Now we are back to the assassin hideout and we are in Florence right now. So... Okay. Bot alert. Will the Hidden Ones collaborate with the Saints to form a coalition? Who are the Saints? Are you talking about Saints Row? Which Saints? Anyway. We are following Lucy, as our main characters are chatting. So this is where Lucy is saying that they're going to train Desmond to become once again an assassin. Now we know that actually Lucy is betraying everyone and is trying to have Desmond just get to the proper memory in order to know where Ezio hid the apple in Juno's temple in Rome. But as of now, of course, nobody knows. So, I mean, Lucy is sort of like playing two sides at the same time. We are playing on PC, Kazakage. I think we are on Ultra, but I'm not super sure. We don't have any mods. So that's why you can see that the level of detail is not 100% pitch perfect, but still. Hello, Jose, welcome to the stream. The best AC in all aspects, story, character development. Yes. It's one of the best AC out there. It is my favorite in terms of historical content. I'm very biased because this is, AC. And this is a fake hug, or sort of like a somewhat of a heartfelt hug, because I still feel like there's a...
Why is she blue? Yeah,
she is blue, and that also shows that Eagle Vision shows people as the user perceives them. It's not like a revealed truth, right? Now Desmond is perceiving Lucy as an ally, so she appears in blue. And the same, I think, happened in AC1. There was an assassin that betrayed Altair, and he appears in blue at first, and then he's red afterwards. I think that also happens with Al-Molim, potentially. Miki, welcome to the stream. We're doing good. I'm doing good. Sary is also doing great. We're playing AC2, still having fun in the modern day. You can sort of see that we are in Florence, but it wasn't confirmed, I think, up until Assassin's Creed Initiates. Let's have a look at the textures and meet Sean. Sean is going to be very snarky in AC2 and Brotherhood. This stuff, nothing special. I wonder how many Sean jokes have been cut from the game, and we were not able to experience them. Lucy was a traitor, but it is possible that she started to fall in love. Yeah, I think the one side of her might have either fallen in love with Desmond or at least felt some kind of affection for him. So I don't think that she was only a traitor. She played two sides, I think, up until the end, and then she was sort of like forced to work with Vidic. A lot of textures, and now we have first person, and we can have a look at the screens and the textures. They're not super detailed, but we can read Christopher Columbus, Michelangelo, and Ludovico Buonarroti, Sandro Botticelli. They're all famous artists and historical people of the time. There is also Kublai Khan. I think that's a connection to Marco Polo and Dante. That is actually a connection that we can see in the Monteriggioni, the Auditore family crypt, and it's very nice that it's actually hinted at in the textures here. Look at the dates on the left. There's the Doge of Venice, Tommaso Moncenigo. Those are all the Doges of Venice in the 15th century. That's so cool. I love looking at the textures here. Hello, Desmond, go. Wait, no, please. Oh, okay, so you were quoting Sean. Yeah, Sean is absolutely insufferable in AC2. Yes, absolutely. I think they were going for that intentionally, for him to have some kind of, a path, like a path for him. What is up with Rebecca's hair? I think that is how it is in AC2, or do we have a bug? I'm not sure. Avery is up there buried somewhere now, dust, during this game. Well, yes, of course. These character models are certainly something. Well, I mean, it is what it was back then. I still like Desmond's face. The reactions, of course, this is something from... it was released in 2009, but of course it was developed in the 2 years before that, so it is what it is. This is like very, very old tech. But it's nice to even have a look at the what is on the screens. Like the textures of the screens, they show what the assassins are actually looking at. This is what Lucy is looking at. It is super interesting in my opinion. Bratty Sean is the best Sean, yes. This game's DLC, if you can call that, was trash. Especially Bonfire of Vanities. Most boring sequence in the franchise. That's not part of Odyssey. I mean, yes, the Bonfire of Vanities is not. I mean, it's still. It is a sequence involving an Apple of Eden, so it has some value to it. I think that the other DLC in AC2 was a little more interesting, for sure. At least Lucy isn't wasting time playing Project Legacy on Facebook on Facebook in this game. Yes. But she will in Brotherhood, so that's in what, 10 days. So yeah, at least Lucy is a little more professional. The thing is that like Lucy having Project Legacy on her screen in Brotherhood is another hint at her working as a Templar double agent, right? So there is an email where she's actually like she fakes talking to William, but she's actually talking to Vidic. In Brotherhood, there's the screen. There were like the steps on the Monteriggioni grounds, even if that was changed to like the devs actually discussed it in another way, and actually said that was like a testing path of steps. But anyway, we are, for our first time, going back to Florence. So we're back to Firenze, and we're back to the first sequence where Ezio and his pals are actually going to face Vieri de Pazzi and his comrades. The end of Bonfire of Vanities made it all worth it. I can't agree with that. The speech that Ezio gives at the end is very cool. I love that. Man, how I miss the modern day. Yeah. Insieme per la vittoria. Like we said in the last stream, it's not super, like Italians don't make it super heavy. Vieri de Pazzi slanders my family name. Yes. Was it an intentional hint or just an Easter egg? Yeah, Sixes, if you're talking about the Project Legacy screen, I think it's more likely to be an Easter egg rather than a hint. But in hindsight, it could be considered as a hint as well. I think the devs were just going for a Easter egg of another game by Assassin's Creed, another Assassin's Creed game. But yeah, the best intro, yes. This is when they still tried to explain why the historical characters had the scratch on their lips before they changed the idea and actually described it as Desmond projecting his own face and his face traits on the characters before they changed the idea again and basically made it so that we could actually see the actual ancestors' faces. So since Revelations, we are seeing the actual face of the main characters. And Sailor, I dislike in the remaster that the DLC sequences were added into the main story progression. The one-day dialogues didn't make sense. The thing is, the DLC sequences, they were actually part of the main story. They were actually called sequence, 10, 11. Like, I'm pretty sure that the final sequence was called something like sequence 12 or 13. And the DLCs were called sequence 10 and 11, or I'm not sure about the numbers, but you get the idea. Like, since the beginning, the DLCs were considered as sequences that took place before the ending of the game. The thing is that they came out as DLCs, so the dialogues that you hear in the modern day, they were different, whether you had played the main game, finished it, and then played the DLCs, or whether you played them as part of the main story. So even back then in 2009 and 2010, there were different dialogues in the modern day that you could listen to depending on how you had finished the game. Have you been in a street fight like that, Marco? No. Thankfully not. And Sary is laughing at that because I probably would be I wouldn't have just a scratch in my lips, probably. I want Ezio's boots. Oh yeah, they're very cool. This outfit was also a bonus outfit in Brotherhood. I'm not sure if in Revelation. I think this is called something like Florentine Noble outfit or something, which in AC2 you cannot wear. When you start getting the actual assassin outfit, I'm not sure you can actually wear this outfit anymore up until the end of the game. Yes, the so-called DLCs were meant to be part of the main game, but Ubisoft cut them out so they could sell them for extra cash. There was a gesture. Sary is showing that there was a gesture. But yeah, I'm so surprised that they cut scenes, like they cut some sequences to make them DLCs. It's like they never did that afterwards, right? Right? So, on PC they were always part of the main game. Yes. Yeah, steal everything from them.
I need to reach AC15.
Oh, right. I forgot about this. I don't think I've ever replayed AC2. I loved it as it was, and I rewatched it so many times. I might have started it a few times, maybe. Trajan K. Little known fact, to mark the game's 10th anniversary, Jesper Kid personally released 17 previously unreleased tracks. I remember that. That was in 2019, I would say. The demo of Earth that had lyrics. I loved those tracks. I think they are still on SoundCloud somewhere. They are like a treasure for AC fans and also for, you know, gaming preservation kind of fans, because they had been unreleased for 10 years, and that was incredible. Like, good job, Sary.
I don't remember them.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I think you, like Desmond has to grow accustomed to the Animus, you also have to get accustomed to the parkour in here. For you, the stories from Black Flag to Syndicate... Rogelio, welcome to the stream. The stories from Black Flag to Syndicate are too simples, or stories that don't add as much lore. Because some AC channels in Brazil are saying that. I'm gonna say... Oh, look at that. The doctor here is very kind. Like, this is nothing, and in Brotherhood... The doctor actually said, "Hey, you are pretty old, Ezio," and Ezio called him imbecile. But to go back to your question, Rogerio, I think that all the games added lore in their own way, depending on what kind of lore you're looking for in the games. Like, if you are a hardcore fan looking for Isu stories and modern day, then I'm gonna say that Unity to Syndicate, they added some plot twists, but not a lot of, you know, tangible story. Well, AC4 did add stories, both in the historical and modern day, and also in the Isu types of stories. But if you are an AC fan in general, of course, like every game added a lot of lore, in historical lore, a lot, like Unity added a lot in terms of the clash between the Assassins and Templars. Was a beautiful story that was mined by the bugs, but oh, we are about to see the scene. We're about to climb the tower and see, like, say the sentence. It's like in The Simpsons. Say the sentence. We need an Assassin's Creed V, like 5. I mean, at this point... Hello, Christophorus. Welcome to the stream. I think I saw Lina as well. I don't see you guys, like... There's a lot of you today, so I'm not able to follow all the messages in the chat. Friendly reminder, if you'd like to help us, especially in days like this where like there's a lot of messages in the chat, if you'd like to help us, and if you'd like your message to be showcased on top of the others, you can use the super thanks messages in the chat. That would help us in in creating better content, using better tech when creating our videos. So if you'd like to support us in any way through that, and to get your message a bit more visible, that's an option for you. And of course, you don't feel don't feel forced to do that. It's just if you'd like to help us. We have seen the scene, and now AC2, like I mentioned in the Brotherhood stream, AC2 is the game with the biggest number of Italian bad words. We have seen that one, which I'm not gonna say again to avoid any potential issues with the YouTube algorithm, but there's so many. There's so many. We're gonna see some more in a few moments, but AC2 has so many cuss words, Italian cuss words, rather than Brotherhood and Special Revelations. Unity is not V. Yeah. What happens if you lose that race? I'm not sure. Does Federico slow down in order for you to win every time? I honestly don't know. Federico, it's a good life we lead. We leave, brother, the best. And Federico says, I may never change us. Life, psych. Oh, we're getting to the other scene in the prologue. Are we getting there? Yes, we're getting there. Christina doesn't have the best 3D model in AC2, I'm gonna say. The model in AC Brotherhood is much better, to be honest. But still this, kiss and intimate scene is much better than the one between Odin and the Blue Giantess. So, I guess. Well, so we saw the intimate moment with Katerina in Brotherhood. We have seen this one. I think we've seen all of them at this point.
The best of AC.
The best of AC, of course. Eivor needs a closure to close out her life chapter. Yes, I think that's gonna come at the end of the year. That's what they said. They might have some updates about that at the... oh, Dad is not happy. They might have some updates about Eivor's final chapter in the Ubisoft Forward presentation in September 10th. On September 10th, we're gonna see if actually it's confirmed to be released at the end of this year. I would hope for nothing Valhalla wise to be released next year, because I do hope that we finish everything this year and then we're done with Valhalla. It's been too long at this point. Tailgate. How is welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing? We're doing great. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing great as well. I started my first playthrough of Assassin's Creed 1 and I assassinated Tamir. Oh. How are you enjoying the game? Does it feel bad compared to the other ones if you started with the old one, with the new ones, and then going back to the other ones, or are you still able to enjoy it? Do you like the philosophy part of AC1? How do we access Animus Next? We're gonna show you later. I think we've been running for, I can't see it. It's half an hour, I think. Up left. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been 32 minutes and 7 seconds. So I think we're gonna play a bit more of AC2, and then we're gonna show how you can access Animus Next, how you can read it in English or the language you would prefer. So even Italian, French, Spanish, whatever. With a degree of mistakes of translations, of course, but at the very least, you don't have to necessarily know Chinese in order to enjoy the website. Christina and Katerina got a huge upgrade in Brotherhood. Yeah. I love the Mercante d'Arte, what's the art dealer in AC 2 and also Brotherhood. Both more the visuals. Of course, you get the maps that tell you where the treasures are, but it's nice to see the pictures, the paintings inside the shop. So we have a mission there, or we can synchronize some viewpoints. Let's see what Sary decides to do. Ezio Sigma male. No, come on. Pappy real mad, yes. Papa was real mad. Am I weird that I want to see Eivor dying in Vinland? XXX plane. Welcome to our stream. If you phrase it like that, probably. Oh yeah, right. I forgot that the original games didn't allow you to go to certain areas of the map, because that's how they were trying to have progression in the game back then when they had tech limitations. But yeah, I do understand what you mean, XX Explain. I also do want to see an explanation as to why she wants to, like, she ends up there. I'm not necessarily into seeing her die, even though Layla and then Basim were actually exploring her memories through her own DNA, so I would imagine that we can see up until her death within her DNA. But yeah, Christina looks like she's completely a different person in Brotherhood. Yes, agreed with that. We have the Golden City book releasing next year, but that might be more related to Rift. Yes. Golden City is a book that Aconite Books announced. It's an Assassin's Creed official book. Should be part of the canon. It takes place in Constantinople in 867, which means it should be a sequel to the events in Rift. I would imagine. It depends on what happens in Rift. But like, if we're going to see Basim in his early years in Baghdad, that means unless we see him also go to Constantinople, so this might be also, you know, taking place at the same time as Rift. Golden City is a book that takes place where Basim and Haitham are both in Constantinople, and at that point, apparently, Haitham was already told to doubt or like to study where Basim's loyalties were lying, which is what happens. Okay, sorry. Which is sort of like inconsistent with Valhalla, because like throughout the entire game, Haitham seems to be 100% oblivious as to you know, Basim actually betraying the Hidden Ones. So he shouldn't know anything about Basim's betrayal up until he gets to know about Basim's betrayal. But we'll see how the book is actually going to portray that. Here we are, finding Giovanni. Hello, father. This is the Auditore house in Venice. In Florence. And he was, like, Giovanni knows everything about what happened. Year 2 of Valhalla was very disappointing, yes. I'm gonna say that Forgotten Saga wasn't that bad in terms of gameplay especially. So it wasn't completely a disappointment, but most of the post-launch of Valhalla was, anyway. Konatsu, welcome to the stream. Saw you on Twitter, welcome to the stream as well. I'm already at 71% on the Animus website. Good for you. I think I am at 66. We're gonna see that later. Because there are some issues with some of the memories syncing or not syncing. Here is the letter from Giovanni Auditore. We have to deliver it. Look at all this. Like this is the Auditore family insignia, I think, which is also the one that we can see in the cape, in the Auditore cape. I read some of the author's other works and her writing style is nice. Nice to see Haitham getting more attention. Yes, that's true. I think that Golden City will act sort of like a tie-in kind of book to Rift, which seems to release, like, based on the leaks, Rift is going to release after the Golden City, which seems not amazing because we're going to read the book, which is the sequel, and then Rift, which is the prequel. So it's a little disorienting, but I mean, yeah. Elena, I hope Haitham gets fleshed out a bit more. We know so little about him. It does seem like the book will be mostly about Basim. But then again, if Haitham is told to to study and analyze where Basim's motivation lies, then it means that in that specific part of the story we're going to follow Haitham. I would imagine. Luciano, welcome to the stream. Luciano Fang. Or Luciano. Thoughts on the setting for that new secret AC game? I'm not sure. Because they said it's something that fans have not been asking for. So it could be anything, like literally anything. Could be, I don't know, the period in Europe where all the monarchs have been killed, like around the 1800s, which was also discussed in the Markuz Conspiracy Assassin's Creed book. Or it could be, any kind of country. Like of course, people, like for each country, they're thinking of a specific time period. Like if you're thinking about France, you're thinking mostly about the French Revolution. But there's like the history of France and of Paris is so rich in every single century, and the same goes goes for Italy or England or like every country. We should go to Spain, for example, and not just witness it in the 3DS game or in the AC movie. Like there's a lot of stuff that we can see in Spain, which was has always been like a super Catholic and Christian kind of country. So we could have like a lot of Templars there. So I mean, I haven't seen a lot of people asking for Spain, for example. So that could be one. But there's so many historical periods and settings that people haven't been asking for. So it's really difficult to imagine where that happens.
They translated Biskero with penis.
Did they translate Biskero with penis?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that Biskero literally means that in the Tuscan dialect. But when people say that, they don't really mean that. They mean idiot. Like Biskero means you're an idiot. Jatin, Amaliv, I have to watch House of Dragons. Well, thanks for joining us. I think we'll see you next Monday. And we'll be able to discuss F1 and the next Ferrari blunder. Parker Elizabeth, welcome to the stream. I think Haitham may be inclined to Basim's headspace because of Basim's action in Valhalla, especially with his personal relationship with Basim. Yeah, probably, I guess. I'm not really sure. Like, we'll see how the book is portrayed. Wardy Game, welcome to the stream. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Hi, thanks for joining us. We are playing AC2 as part of the AC15 celebrations. In I think 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes, we're going to showcase a bit of the Animus Next platform that has been released in China a few days ago, actually 1 week ago. But yeah. Arguably, he kills multiple innocents. Who? Is it Ezio? Because he does that in Cappadocia. Are we talking about Shay? Because he does that? Like, most of the main characters kill a lot of innocents in the AC games. Because, like, you would imagine that the guards are not Templars. So when they kill the guards, they are killing innocents as well. So, like, every AC main character kills innocents. Or, well, we as players have them kill innocents because otherwise they didn't do that because otherwise you would desynchronize. Kazekage. He did Nerdsby. Oh, I'm missing some of the conversation. He was after his own personal goal rather than for the Brotherhood. Oh, yeah. Pretty much, yes. Basim is considered to have betrayed the Brotherhood by the end of the events shown in Valhalla because he was not pursuing the Brotherhood's interest. So he wasn't trying to rid England of the Order of the Ancients, but he was just following his own vengeance, looking for Odin or his reincarnation. So we should actually say that Basim betrayed the Brotherhood because it kind of compromised it, like in not pursuing the yes, that's another one, but that's not a cuss word.
It's very anatomical.
Yeah, it's very scientific. That's not a cuss word. I think Al-Andalus or Tunisia would be cool settings. I also believe that. I think that you're trying everything using Eagle Vision on the box. Even clipping through the box, but not. Hello, Leonardo. Welcome to the stream. Also, in the translation, like the automatic translation of a page dedicated to Leonardo from the Animus Next platform, they call him best friend Leonardo, and I cannot stop calling him now, other than that. And we're hearing Dasha barking in the background, certifying our ATA Monday stream. He did try to kill Eivor. Who, Basim? Yes. I hate this mission because Maria walks so slow. Yes. We're talking about Basim betraying the Brotherhood. Yes. Why every time they walk so slow when we have to follow somebody? Yeah, it is kind of annoying. Super, super slow. Oh, we're almost there. Almost there. Slowly. Tailgate. I'm having fun with AC1. I'm getting used to the aging parkour, and the story is intriguing even though I know what happens. Yes. Yeah, the parkour is a little tougher in AC1, but of course, and especially, you know, going from Valhalla to Unity to the Ezio games and then to AC1, it's like, you know, back and forth through very different systems. How do you think the Morte di Vivo mistranslation in Wanted posters happened when Ubi had actual translators on the board? I'm gonna say what might have happened is that they might not have had the translators available at any time. Like maybe I would imagine, because I tried to dabble with some translation works, not for the gaming industry, but sometimes they send you like the entire list of text that you have to translate, and you work on that, and sometimes they can supply you with a additional texts, but if the text to have in the decal of this, you know, of these posters, if they didn't make the cut when they had sent the translators already the final version of the files, it could be that the artist decided to have it on their own without worrying too much about the proper Italian. They might have written Dead or Alive on Google Translate, and that might have been the result, because I don't like Google Translate 10 years ago was much worse than it is now. Now we will see later with Animus Next that Google Translate can actually translate Chinese into almost proper English, almost. Like the structure of the sentence and, you know, the translation of the words is 95% proper, but it wasn't the case 10 years ago. Hello, Duccio. You're not welcome to the stream. A lot of perceived Italianity in the first sequences of AC2. But yeah, that's my idea. That's how Morte di Vivo made the cut in AC2, and I think they kept it in Brotherhood. I don't think they changed it, even the visuals. It was pretty much the same. Does Ezio talk with a Florentine accent, or does he use pretty standard Italian? Do you mean in the English or the Italian version? I'm gonna say in both of them, the accent is mostly like standard Italian. No, uh, not a lot of Tuscan accent on Ezio. But I'm gonna say that the side characters, I remember Maria and also Giovanni having a pretty Tuscan accent. Some of the words and also the cuss words, sometimes they weren't in Italian but in the Tuscan language, especially when they are spoken in Florence. So the joke that Maria did about Ezio going going to visit Christina, she didn't use the anatomical wording for that, but there's like that is actually in the Italian version is actually said like you're using the Tuscan cuss word in there, which is pretty peculiar. It's not something that you see in any other version of AC2. So it is cool. Like if you know Italian and Tuscan, playing AC2 in Italian is an experience. It is an experience, I think, as it is an experience playing AC Unity in French, more or less. How is Dasha this week? She's pretty fine. There have been some storms, so in these days, or I shall say nights, she wasn't feeling great, actually. She was very scared and frightened, but she made it anyway. And today she was still asking for, food and cuddles as usual, so we are good. Dasha is good. Claudia, my best friend Claudia. Yeah. Claudia, my dearest sister. Would you perceive that to be an Italian speaking English? Like saying, my dearest sister. Maybe, I guess. Hello, Ty, welcome to the stream. Six Keys. There once was a man named Duccio, a rat with lecher taste. Whenever he would show himself, my fist would find his face. That's one of the minstrel songs from Revelations. One of the best ones, by the way. Letters delivered. Did you have to deliver the letters instead of punching him?
No.
No? Okay, let's punch people then. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't following the story.
You should find yours.
Well, I'm checking the chat, but also
Checking on me.
I'm checking on you as well, of course. There's a joke I heard somewhere that when Ezio is talking to Claudia about Duccio, he's moving his hand like that because he's secretly using a Jedi mind trick. I don't think so. I mean, unless the devs were going for some kind of Easter egg, I don't think so. So, 8 minutes, and then we're going to move on to Animus Next. I'm gonna show you how to actually experience. Hello, Petruccio. Nice to see you alive. I'm gonna show you how you can log into the website and how to experience the various memories. You cannot participate to get the prizes, but if you have played Project Legacy, it will feel very similar to the Facebook game that was released back in 2010. The Desmond notes about Ezio were really good, like the revelation that Ezio was done with the Creed after Cappadocia. Oh, you mean the one in Valhalla? Or the ones in AC4? Because there were some in there as well. Too soon. Yeah. Nice to see you alive. But yeah. Feathers collected 1 out of 3. Can Sary make it? Like she has. This is a proper parkour pathway. Come on, Sary, come on. It had 2 minutes to spare. Return the feathers to Petruccio. Poor Petruccia. Oh well. I mean, he's the justification as to why we have to find 100 feathers in the maps. I don't think I ever completed that back then when I played on the Xbox 360. I got to 92 and then I was done. Yeah, the one in Valhalla, okay. Would be amazing if we got something like Animus Next in the West to coincide with AC Infinity wherever it comes out. It would be nice. Like the visuals, the feeling of, you know, you're an Abstergo employee and, you know, you're smelling that something is, you know, something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. Because there's a lot of propaganda there. Man, Giovanni seems like the devil. Like his face is like the devil. But in Animus Next there is no new lore. So I'd like to see something like that is visually similar to Animus Next with some proper lore. Pretty much I'm asking for Project Legacy once again after 12 years. But yeah. Gotta leave early. Okay, thank you Kazakage for joining us. Trumpage, yes, you made it in time. We're only 1 hour in almost. Enjoy the day or the night, Kazakage. Have fun in the college. I think we'll see you next Monday. Bye bye. So, errands completed. I think we're gonna complete the errands and then we can move to Animus Next. So both Sary and I can show you how to access it, what to do in order to spend, in order to not spend any time or to not waste any time into, you know, translating Chinese and whatnot. Bring back the Initiates Alpha. The Initiates Alpha was an incredible period of time. It was only for a few selected fans, which wasn't amazing, but it was really, really, really incredible. Like, it was like fans were seeing what Initiates was meant to be, like this portal where fans could see events in a modern day every single day. There were codes to understand. There were database to be rebuilt. A lot of cool stuff happening in there. You know, memories to read. Also about historical periods. I think that AC has never seen anything like that, even after that. Everyone who moans about the feathers in this game clearly didn't bother with the flags in AC1. Yes, that's me. I remember collecting them when I found them, but I never got to do 100% with the feathers, flags, etc. I think I started collecting everything with AC Revelations or 3. Might be Revelations. I started 100%ing the games with AC Revelations, I should say, and then I never felt like going back and find the feathers, especially because my issue was that I had completed the game, got like 92 feathers, and then how could I check which were the 8 ones that I was missing? I couldn't remember, so even having a guide wasn't helping because I would have had to check 100 places anyway. So I said no. I can't. I don't, and I won't. I'm not a completionist in that sense. I'm trying to get 100% to with the AC games in order to experience everything, but I'm not a completionist in that sense. Any updates on the church mystery in the Siege of Paris DLC? Well, we completed it. If you're talking about the Saint Denis mystery, it was pretty much completed. Unless you're talking about something else that I'm missing. But if you're talking about Saint Denis, there are still mosquitoes in here. If you're talking about Saint Denis, we released three videos: Tailgate, where we explored all the sides of the mystery. The teaser that was there at the end, it was another teaser for Dawn of Ragnarok that never actually paid off, because there was nothing about the Isu language, nothing about Saint Denis, nothing about anything like that in Dawn of Ragnarok. So how could you leave Maria to suffer without the feathers? Like in my Xbox 360, she is still suffering, I guess. She's been suffering for 12 years at this point. I would imagine, at least. So, I have you done all the errands?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that at this point we are at 59 minutes, so I think we can actually move on to Animus Next. So.
Yeah. Let me report to Papa. And
Okay, we are reporting to Papi. Let's go to Papa. Do we know where Papa is, though?
No.
Oh. There. Okay, let's go and not crash into people. Come on, Ezio. Come on, Ezio. You can climb. Or you can run very fast. No horses in AC2. Actually, a lot of people randomly appearing in the distance. I've 100%ed every Assassin's Creed game, including DLC and remasters. The only exception is Valhalla, as its support is still ongoing. Wow, Triton K, you are super dedicated. I wouldn't be able to do that. Especially going back to a remastered version of the same game and doing it all over again. I would never. I don't have the force or energy to do that. Here we are reporting to Papa, but Papa is missing. So this doesn't look really nice. Ouch. What did you do, lady? After playing AC1, Animus Next reminds me of the email screens in AC1. You are not wrong, actually. Tailgate, like the emails, the layout, the visuals of the emails in Animus Next is exactly or very much similar to the one of the emails in AC1. You know, with the black background and the white outlines. That's very, very similar. Oh, to be 17 and full of energy again. Heh. I would love to feel that as well, apparently. 6 keys, I stopped bothering with 100% after Revelations. That's where I try to at least do 100% without completing everything, but yeah. Okay, so let's switch to a standard screen as Sary. We are trying to. Yeah, we might have some issues because of how the original AC games are. So, are we quitting AC too? We cannot get out?
I cannot get out.
Let's try again a few times. This is not allowing us to go? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we made it. Yes. Good job. So, background. Hello. Okay. What happened? Oh, okay. Well, Triton, because yeah. I mean, Triton, come on. Please, don't say that. Don't call people noobs. People can enjoy the games as much as they want without feeling to be obliged. So please don't say that. So, are we going to Animus Next? Let me check if we are actually good. We need to be open like that. Let's stay like this. You should be listening to the music. Let's turn it down a bit. And let's keep it in a window mode for now, because I want to show you something. So this is the Animus Next platform. Normally it is in this shape. So if you go to the link that you can see on screen, that's ZHCN, the one that you can see on the top left. It is in Chinese. So what you need to do in order to have it always in English, this is the first barrier. It's exit the Animus, yeah, because we weren't able to get out of AC2, so instead of access the Animus, yes. So what you need to do is this. You can see on the top left, if you're using Chrome, you need to install the Google Translate add-on. This is the one, and once you have it, you have to click on it. And can I show? If you click on the dots here, select another language, you can translate from Chinese to any other language. So if we want to translate to French, we choose French. That's Francese in Italian, and then it translates the site in French. And you can do that in any other language. Of course, we're gonna have English. That's Inglese. Let's find it out. That's it. Okay, so this is what you need in order to even just see the website in English, so that you can actually understand it. Before we get inside the website, the cool thing about this website is that it is sort of like an Abstergo Industries facade. So this is for for normal people in the world. They are seeing Abstergo is a company that creates technology, medicine. They're doing a lot of stuff, and so if we scroll down, there are 4 different pages that are telling us what Animus Next is. So Animus Next, of course, imagine like this is the translator translating everything. So the translation is not perfect, but basically you can get the gist of it. So it says Animus Next is a core project that integrates the most cutting edge technology and stuff. So there is the description of what Animus is, and it says that Animus Next is the latest device in the 20 years of development of the Animus. So there is some lore there. It says, how does the Animus Next work? And it says like through the DDS technology, and the data dump scanner technology is the technology that was used in Project Legacy. So Project Legacy, the Facebook game that was released in 2010, was very much based on the data dump scanner technology, and it was we're going full screen, and it was the basics of what was happening in Project Legacy. So we are seeing it happening even here. So you can see it says that the data dumper scanner technology allows to recreate any recorded memory. So you need to consider this as not really in the continuity that we are having right now, because the Animus technology right now is already beyond this. But this website is also to have Chinese fans familiarized with the concept of the Animus. Then we have this other propaganda facade kind of description that says that you're not just a spectator, you're actually controlling the memory. It's like you are in the Animus. If you are an AC fan, you know that. And then the last tab is the safety notice. So this also introduces the concept of the bleeding effect. I mean, it doesn't say it right here. We're gonna see it later. But basically it says, we keep you safe, okay? Don't worry at all. You should write down your thoughts, observations, and feelings. This is very much like super immersing, for fans of the franchise. And if you go down a bit more, there's an About Us page. And this is a letter by Alan Rickey. This, again, shows that this is not really in the current timeline, because Alan Rickey was killed in the AC movie. But this is a lot like a huge meta stuff. It's so cool. It is so nice. I remember Six Keys is saying AC used to do a lot of meta stuff all the time. It was awesome. So it's nice to see something like that. And this About Us dives a bit in the lore of Abstergo. It says that it was founded in 1937. It was shown in AC2. The founders are Henry Ford's, Ransom E. Old. It's not Ransom Avery Old. The translator is not working properly there. And those were things that were explained actually in the AC2 and Brotherhood glyphs. So there is some lore here and there. We also have Henry Ford, the picture here. He's described as a pioneer at Abstergo. So this is all very meta for the lore fans. This is super interesting, I think. Where does the name Abstergo come from? Asks Elena. Abstergo, actually, before we get in, Abstergo is actually a verb in Latin. It's a verb in the first person singular present tense of the verb abstergere. Actually, the proper pronunciation should be Abstergo. That's Latin, so that's also Italian. And abstergere means to clean, to wipe, to cleanse. Actually, abstergere means to cleanse, so it's like to purify. So Abstergo, it's purifying the humankind, sort of. So in order to enter the Animus Next, what you have to do is to get at the homepage, as we are right now. This is my profile, so we are already logged in. What you need to do is when normally at the center of this page there is a login. Instead of start test, there is login here at the center, and here you will be required to enter your Ubisoft Connect credentials. So when you are here, you will have we have done it already, but you will have to insert your credentials here. So let's get in already. You will see some Chinese text. It gets translated immediately, unless we're talking about pictures. So it says that it's best to experience the site in English. In English on a PC rather than a mobile phone. So my suggestion as well is you go on a PC, and you can see this is the landing page. So these are all the sequences of memories that we can find. The 4 of them have been added today. It's the Ezio ones plus the Edward one. It was added really today. I don't think you can see it, but in the lower left screen you can see the synchronization rate. It's covered by our overlay, but it's fine. Maybe you can see it right now. Okay, I think you can see it. There was an early website around AC1 to AC2 release where you could read emails. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Like the Abstergo website from back then, it was tied to Project Legacy. So this is sort of like a homage to that. It was very cool. Like that website was amazing. In here, we also have our Abstergo profile in a way, so you can see your employee card. Here it says, like, my username. It says in this moment I have the B rank. You can see on the top of the screen there is "May the Father of Understanding guide us." In the lower left it's written tiny, but it's those are the tenets. Let's say the tenets of the Templar Order. So to guide all wayward souls till they reach a quiet road, till impassioned hearts are cooled. Translation is wonky, of course. But it says, like, your employee card, it says your name, it has your rank, it has your position at Abstergo. Now we have, like, I am business manager, apparently. So let's get out from here. And we also have our emails. So now I have synchronized most of the memories. So I already have like 7 emails. This one is like, basically there is a new Abstergo supervisor here. It's called something like CMI, and he's telling you, hey, there are these new memory sequences that you can unlock. And as the more you unlock, the more information you can get, and stuff like that. So there you will get a welcome email and stuff, and you can see the visuals are very similar to the ones of the AC1 emails. That's very cool. Marco, I say with fondness, but you're such a language nerd. Me? I would never. Me? I don't know where you're getting that. But anyway, let's do a few memories. we're gonna start with AC1, and you guys in the chat let me know what other memories we can try, like with which other games. So Master Assassin Altair. So like all these memories, there's no new lore, so they are all about stuff that we already knew about AC1. So let's do the first one, and you guys in the chat let me know which other memories we can say. So in this case, for example, we are seeing a trailer. A lot of these memories are actually showing trailers that we know already about, and sadly you have to see the entire trailer in order to synchronize the memory. But as you can see, they are also interactive. So this time it says click on the mouse, click on the bell in order to see the character. You also have to consider this is a Chinese website. This is to have Chinese fans familiarized with the characters, with the lore, with the story, with the visuals as well. I think it's a very nice touch for new fans. What I didn't like is, of course, that it doesn't have new lore, but at the same time, I wouldn't have liked to have new lore in Chinese without a Western translation. So there's both pros and cons, I guess. So we're halfway through the trailer. We're gonna get to the end, hopefully. I love this trailer. This was like the first cinematic trailer for AC. And this is going to show, this already showed the various things that you could do in the game. And this is social stealth, one of my favorite aspects of the original games. This showed that Altair could hide himself among other monks and not be spotted by the guards ever again. So after we are done with the trailer, it should say memory synced. I already synced it, so I'm not sure if it's going to say that it's synced. Sync succeeded, and when we are done with syncing the memory, that is either watching a trailer or interacting with a minigame, there's also something like that, we are going to land to a page that describes Altair. That's what we saw. So Master Assassin Altair, he trained as an assassin when he was 24 during a mission to steal the golden apple, the apple of Eden. His actions incurred in heavy losses to the assassin order and stuff like that. So yeah, this is one of the memories that we could experience. This trailer blew my mind back then. Yes, yeah, it was incredible. Let's have a look. Sary has chosen Black Flag. Let's do this one. Click to get the treasure. This is the English, well, the Chinese translated version. Let's say the actual sentence is, in a world without gold, we might have been heroes, of course. So we synchronized the memory. This was much easier. And this lands us on the Golden Age of Piracy page. So this is, like you can see, like after synchronizing the memories, the quote-unquote memories, we get some landing pages that describe aspects of the lore or the historical part of AC. For example, we can see Bayek's Promise. This one is a cutscene with Kemu, and we also have a mini game at the end. So this shows some of the cutscenes, so we get to see some stuff that we already know from the games. I think it is very nice for new fans in order to to get the grip of what AC is in the various historical times. True page. I love doing the old AC Initiate stuff. This reminds me of that. It did to me as well. The difference is that you don't have actual codes that lead to different and new lore. So visually it is very similar. Of course, in terms of content, it is way more oriented towards new fans, of course. And you can see that this is very much oriented towards AC15. So the puzzle here asks us to have the constellation match what we had in front of us. The mini games are very easy, of course. They're not there to challenge you. but more to get you to interact with stuff. And we should, I think, land to a page. We didn't land to a page, but anyway. So these are the memories that we can see. I think that you can listen also, like you can see the music that you can listen to, so that you get in the mood of every game and over every character. Let's have a look at the final memory. And then I think that we can go back to AC2, and then we're gonna have, so here, like in Revelations, we have to drag the last key and put it on Aquila, which is the constellation, and that constellation opened the gate and allowed Ezio to witness allowed us to witness the best sequence ever in Assassin's Creed, in my opinion. So you have seen, we have memories and information about all the ancient games. That's Odyssey, Origins, Valhalla as well. Then today they released the memories about the Ezio games and Black Flag as well. So we'll be, oh right, now you should be listening, you should be hearing the text of the letter from by Ezio to Sofia. So this is another thing. I think this is more for hardcore fans that know already this. So it also a little bit of nostalgia when you find out the text that appears while you are listening to Ezio voicing. And on the side you can also see the various codes that were released for Revelations back then. So like Troopage mentions, mentioned Syndicate, and Syndicate I think will be part of the new set of memories next week, I think, along with Unity, AC3 and Rogue, and that should be it for the platform. I think that with next week the platform will be completed. I love the cutscene in Revelation that shows the Toba catastrophe. It is so emotional. But yeah, it is amazing. We saw it, actually, we watched it together, I think, with the Revelation stream, because it was asked by the chat, and I love that. Are the cutscenes in English or Chinese? They are voiced in English and subtitles in Chinese. I think we might have shown some of them. So at the very least, you can listen to them easily. And that's pretty much it. You can see there is a message board as well. This is like, even the messages, they are in Chinese, they are translated. How much is a pound of potatoes? There's people asking for a lot of stuff. And there is what is called here a welfare center. Basically, as you rise in the rank as an Abstergo employee, you can win some prizes. They are, of course, limited to the Chinese territory, so they're not meant for Westerners, but at the same time, you can still get to experience the entire website without getting the prizes. And that is pretty much it for the Animus Next website. I think we can we can move on to AC2 if you guys have any questions about this. Kind of showed you how you can get in, how you can experience it for yourself. So let's get back to AC2 and then we do the trivia later. We are at 1 hour and 22 minutes. Trident K, you really hope they include Liberation. I don't think they will, because let's say I went in the website files and I saw that there are backgrounds for AC3, for Rogue, for Unity, and for Syndicate. If I'm not mistaken, Aveline might appear in the AC3 thing, but I'm not sure. We'll see about that. In the meantime, we're back in Ezio's time. But yeah, it like Animus Next looks really fun. It doesn't have any new lore, so it can be a turn off for hardcore fans. But if you played Project Legacy, or if you are even interested in, even just testing this new platform, feeling the vibe, the meta vibe of, being an Abstergo and Abstergo trying to force their propaganda on you, this is the place to go, at least for now, because the Abstergo propaganda has been put to the side, at least since AC4, more or less. So it is nice to see that element coming back in some shape or form. Assassin's Creed community, welcome to the stream. And goodbye, Six Keys. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm happy that at least we could have a look at Animus Next together. Good night. Have fun. So yeah, like you say, the Thornton. It is mainly for Chinese fans at the very least for now, both because it has been released in China only, but also you see that it is for them to familiarize. So when you complete the memories, you get to see pictures or information that, standard fans already know, like they know who Ezio is, or who Altair is, or what Constantinople is within the AC lore, of course. For new fans in China, I'm sure that this could be a starting point. Like you're having fun on a website, and then you get to know more or want to know more about the games and stuff like that. So yeah. Animus Next website said the infinite version of Abstergo was that. Said the infinite vision of Abstergo. Was that a hint? No, I don't. Yeah, I think you are over analyzing Tailgate. Because I don't think there is any connection to Infinity there. I think that's something that was developed by Ubisoft China to support as AC15. So that was there to to celebrate the various games, not even all of them. I don't think there's any connection to Infinity, sadly. I think they don't want to show anything about Infinity up until September the 10th, or maybe even later. Who knows? There's a guard. And you still don't have the Haitham blade yet. Okay. Whoa! That was almost a Jatin jump.
Yeah.
And now you have to go back up.
Yeah.
From the specific path that the devs wanted you to go to. So I think that's from the side of the palace.
Yeah.
But yeah. Syndicate and Odyssey are the only games I haven't played yet, but I do own them and will go back to them eventually. Troopage, they are both done by Ubisoft Quebec, or at least they were spearheaded by Ubisoft Quebec. Usually the games by Ubisoft Quebec are more lighthearted, a little less serious than the other ones. So I suggest you go in with that kind of mood as well. Like things get serious towards the end, but mostly they are very lighthearted. Like in Odyssey, Cassandra is always very ironic. She cracks a lot of jokes that not always land, but at least she tries. And the same goes for Evie and Jacob. They are very light-hearted characters. They have a very nice dynamic between the two of them. They're mocking each other a lot, and Jacob is never taking things serious most of the times. So that is a type of game that is slightly different from what you would see, I don't know, in Unity or Origins. So get ready for that. That is just my suggestion. Maybe we just get a small and vague CG teaser for Infinity at the Ubisoft stream. Yeah, we could get that. I'm actually expecting a CGI trailer for Rift and somebody talking about Infinity without showing anything. I hope it's not the case, but I have a feeling that either a com dev or an executive is going to talk about Infinity and their vision about what is going to happen starting in 2024 or 2025. So I honestly don't know. Maybe they're going to show some pictures or a CGI, but Infinity is a platform, it's not a game, so would they actually show a video about that? I mean, if you want to show the platform, you also need to show what is in the platform, right? If you want to show Netflix, you need to show what is in Netflix. So the actual product that you're going to experience. So I don't expect them to show an actual video, but I hope that they actually are going to do that. We'll see, I guess. What do you guys expect to see at the Ubisoft Forward presentation? Do you actually expect to see some videos about Infinity, some assets, or like do you expect them to actually announce the setting of one of the games for Infinity? Sary, you can make it. Come on, come on. Climb to the top and then jump without having Ezio die. That's there, that's there. Look at that, we have the Duomo on our right. Press the proper button to synchronize. Okay, that was very risky indeed. Do you have mods to AC games, like appearance mods? Not currently, apart from we did try the play as Elise mod, which was pretty cool. We haven't tested a lot of mods yet on the channel. We should do that once AC15 is done, and the dust has settled after September 10th. We could try indeed some mods to try and do something new. Elena, I read a fic once where Desmond and Ezio time traveled back to this point in history and stopped the whole conspiracy so that Ezio could have a happy life. Yeah, that's what fans would like to see. But if Ezio actually had a happy life, we wouldn't have all the three beautiful games that we experienced. So, there's a trade-off. And now we are about to get our assassin robes. So Ezio found out there is a hidden room here owned by his father, and these are the chest's contents. Here is Ezio opening the chest, finding the assassin robes. Look at them, they're so beautiful. This is another famous moment from AC2, and here he is getting everything. He seemed to be bald apparently for a moment, and here is it's a letter. Oh no, that's the hidden blade, and then that's the letter, I think. Did we get the hidden blade? I'm not sure. No, we didn't have that yet. Okay. So, let's bring the letter to good old Master Uberto Alberti.
I got lost in a room.
So, sorry?
Got lost in the room.
You got lost in the room? Really? Like, there's 2 rooms and you got lost? Okay, very well. Okay, but you are ambushed. You are a traditore, which means traitor. So, my expectation is a vague CGI teaser, like a silhouette of a random assassin, and then the logo is shown. Okay, that could happen. I would imagine that to happen actually in the forward presentation. Nothing more than that. I would imagine them to have a proper announcement about Infinity after Rift is like properly over, like everything has been released. If there's any DLC to that, only after that, after the dust has settled, I would expect them to properly announce Infinity. Azai, I have a mod to customize Eivor and make other assassins and have the hood always on, and it feels like an Assassin's Creed at least. Yes, I've read about a lot of visual mods for Valhalla. We're gonna test them at some point, because I've seen that there is a mod that allows you to also the Isu outfits from the Turbo Catastrophe cutscene in Valhalla, so the one with Loki and Odin and stuff like that. So I'd like to see that in action as well. And you can play as Basim, pretty much, which is pretty cool. So we should do that as well at some point. After the celebrations for AC are done, we can go back to stream some Valhalla. I'm actually happy that we had a almost 10 to 12 weeks detox away from Valhalla, apart from when we streamed Forgotten Saga. So I'm happy that we were able to do that. Trident K, I'm more excited for Rift and the Assassin's Creed 1 remake if it happens, since Infinity is years away. I'm gonna say same, because I think we can expect way more information about Rift and the remastered, the AC1 remastered, if it's actually there or not. But yeah, here we are, reaching good old Alberti. And I think that we can maybe get to the assassination of the Auditores, and then we can do the trivia. So we're about, like in a few minutes, we're about to do the official AC2 trivia. Elena, hide in plain sight, and here's Ezio coming straight off the catwalk. Yeah. But yeah, it's a misunderstanding, Ezio. I'll clear everything up. You might have seen that was Rodrigo Borgia already working with good old Uberto Alberti. And he also has a cross hanging from his necklace, even though it's not a Templar cross. So that was also kind of like customary from, government officers and stuff like that, I would imagine. Spitz traitor. Yeah. So Ezio, of course, believed him. It is daytime, of course. So let's go and see what we can do, actually. We have acquired the Broken Hidden Blade. We have acquired the Codex page, but that has to be decrypted. And we have acquired everything, but still we cannot use the Hidden Blade yet. It has to be mended. So here we are, going to our next objective, and soon we're gonna learn of the fate of the Auditore family. I mean, we do know about that already, but so let's play for I think just a few minutes more, if we can make it to where we still have way more missions then. Last man standing. Okay, so this is the mission. We are in front, almost in the piazza, the proper piazza. Ezio is just walking, and that's because all of his family is going to be hanged. We are almost there. Giovanni Auditore, you and your accomplices stand accused of the crime of treason, and here is Uberto Alberti that betrayed the Auditore family, and next to him is Rodrigo Borgia. That is not shown in his face. Yeah, he is. There he is. He looks to be happy, apparently. So yeah, Ezio is trying to make his way. He was about to try and provide some evidence, but apparently that's not the case, and all of them, sadly, are going to die. So, hereby sentenced to death. And one of them, of course, here, Giovanni is saying that he is a Templar. Sadly, all of the family dies here. They are, and we see Rodrigo stopping, like telling Uberto to stop Ezio. And this is where Ezio has to face some very huge guards. So, yeah. Abbattetelo. Well, that's proper Italian though. So we have to escape from the guards, and after that we're going to have our weekly trivia dedicated to Assassin's Creed 2 this time. So let's see in how much time Sary can actually hide from the guards. That was close enough.
Yeah.
But they saw you, so let's try the loop again. Sary tries to flee to the roofs. Is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be enough? Probably the brute guards are not able to follow you, but the smaller ones can. There's some more hay in there. Will you be able, or you can sit on the bench. Well, you were able to run away. So, for the lols, they killed a kid, and for what reason? For the lols, no. Isn't Embers available on YouTube? Yes, Embers is available on YouTube. But it's not in 1080p. I mean, if you look for it, you can find it in 1080p. Otherwise, you can find it in the Ezio collection, Boba Fett. So, let's allow the Animus to load the memory, and then we can actually move on to the Assassin's Creed 2 trivia on the official Assassin's Creed 15 website. And after that, we're going to wrap up the stream. So here is Sary trying to exit the Animus. It was only 3 attempts. That was pretty cool this time. Marco commentating like it's a sport. Yes. I mean, I was trying to comment also when Sary had more hectic moments in the past, but what is happening?
I'm trying to log in.
Oh, you're trying to begin. Okay.
To log in.
Oh, to log in. I mean, it's okay. We can play without logging in.
Doesn't allow me to.
Okay, it's fine. Do we have the audio? Yes.
Yeah, but we don't
Okay,
have the
so
English. Yes.
it's not in English. Okay, so no. You should restart it.
Now can I?
Can I? Shouldn't there be a? Okay, this is weird.
Okay, can I?
You can try on Chrome, I think. Otherwise, Tailgate, thank you so much for joining us up until this time. Sorry you cannot join us in the trivia, but that's fine. The Auditore are not dead. I'm still here. Me, Ezio Auditore. Yes. Okay. So, let's put the thing up. And I think we should be fine. Let's put the music on. And we are ready for the stream. Let's see if Sary gets 10 out of 10 again. We'll see.
I should log in.
We should log in, but I'm not sure.
Give me a second.
Okay, let's log in. Okay. Log in to see where you stand.
Doesn't allow me to.
Doesn't allow us to log in. I think you logged in like automatically.
Okay.
But let's go back. So you should be seeing at the moment the question. Question 1. Ezio and his friends find themselves in a street brawl with Vieri de Pazzi and his men. What does Vieri do to start the fight? I'll let you guys answer in the chat if you'd like. Otherwise, like this is like we just saw it in the stream at the beginning of the stream. It is pretty easy. I mean, he did also insult Ezio's family, but that's not the case. The fight is started through the rock, though. I mean, insulting the family is also... I mean, I would go with throwing a rock. Because he also insults his family. Let's go with this. Let's go with throwing a rock. Second track. During the opening sequence when Ezio and Federico are on the top of the church tower, I think
this is like almost banal.
Right?
Yeah.
It's that one, of course. So, Assassin's Creed community also said insult the family. Okay. So, You guys let me know which is the name of this track. I think it's pretty easy. So, is it Home in Florence? Is it Venice Rooftops? Is it Ezio's Family? It is Ezio's Family. Easy. Ezio's Family. Yeah, this was pretty easy. Okay. Ezio originally wears the assassin robes of his father Giovanni. Identify where on the outfit the assassin insignia can be found. Okay, let's have where is it? I mean, is it the most obvious thing that shows that this is actually... You cannot even contain like the entirety of the assassin insignia in here. Yeah, put it in the middle. Yeah. Okay. I think this is fine. I guess this should be fine, right? On his belt. Yeah, it's like this is what was criticized a lot by fans back then. Like saying that I mean, this is not inconspicuous. You're not hiding amidst the crowd. You're showcasing that you're a proper assassin, right? Assassin. So, question 4. Originally, Leonardo da Vinci's flying machine could only make short distances. What did he do to extend the flight? Was it increase the wingspan? Was it light bonfires across the city? Was it install a cooling mechanism? So, you guys, do you know what that? Elena says light bonfires. Let's see if we have other answers. But I think that, yeah, it's light bonfires across the city. Yes, this was part of the mechanics as well.
Oh, we have the pictures.
Yeah, we have the pictures today. Question 5. Adam and Eve attempt to escape with a piece of Eden in the truth video revealed to Desmond. The piece they took was Odin's Eye? Okay. A Ring of Eden, an Apple of Eden, or a Crystal Ball. Actually, all of these, save for one, are from other games. So this is pretty easy. TruePage says Apple of Eden. Elena says Apple of Eden. The Odin's Eye is, of course, from the Mastery Challenge. The Ring of Eden is from AC3. The Apple of Eden is the one from AC2, even though the picture is from AC3. And the Crystal Ball is also from AC3 and Project Legacy. So, question 6. The Carnival of Venice is an event for both civilians and nobles to enjoy. Enter the year Ezio infiltrates the Doge's private party. I have no idea. That would be 1486. I don't know. You guys might know. Back then there was just the apples. Yes, back then. Pretty easy, rest. Yeah, I also dislike these ones. I have no idea what the answer is. 14 for sure. I don't know. TruePage says it's 1486 as well. Okay. I hope I didn't influence your answer, because I literally don't know. I just... Wait. 1492? Okay. Let's go with 1492 as TruePage says. Okay. And next one. Select which assassin's tomb houses a kraken deep within. I don't recall it. It was Santa Maria del something, but...
Santa Maria del something.
Yes, I have no idea. These year questions stump me every time. Yes, because that's not really lore. I mean, it's super tough lore. It's not really nice. And I also don't recall at all where the assassin tombs are located. Do you guys happen to know? Orpha, welcome to the stream. Oh, thank you so much for the compliments on the interview that the Assassin's Creed team released last week. Was very nice to sit down and have a chat with the community team. Was very cool. I think like you should expect many more members of the community to be interviewed by them. So hopefully in the coming weeks. Nobody knows in the chat. I don't know. Trooper said, I remember this well. It's the landmark at the way bottom. Okay. So, which one here? Please help us because I have no actual idea. So we are at the bottom of the map. Is it this one? Bottom left. Okay, so let's go the other way like this. Can you click it, Sarah? So, is it this one? That is a church by the looks of it. So, maybe. That's probably Santa Maria del something. What? Yeah, okay. Let's go with this. Thank you. Thank you, Troopage. Elena is like this. So, new track. Listen to the audio and select the track that played during Ezio's speech after he killed Savonarola. I mean, I would imagine, judging, but I'm not listening to it, so I'll let you guys tell me. I would imagine that is, I mean, looking at the names of the tracks, only one could work, right? Because Dreams of Venice, but Savonarola was not in Venice. Salvation of Forlì, but Savonarola was not in Forlì. Or Forlì. So I think that should be Darkness Falls in Florence. But you guys let me know in the chat. I hope you can hear the audio. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay. It's a trick question. Is it? Why is it a trick question? I don't think it is Dreams of Venice, because...
Oh, you're not listening to it, though?
Yeah, I cannot listen to it. Can I? Let me listen. Oh, this is the music from the trailer of Assassin's Creed Embers. It's not Dreams of Venice. I have no idea. It's the 40 one? Really? Okay. Troopage knows everything. Like, let's go with this one. And we'll see if it's actually true. And if it's actually confirmed. But we have another year. Ezio attempts to assassinate Rodrigo Borgia a few years after he becomes Pope. Enter the year the conclave takes place. What? Not even when Rodrigo Borgia is killed? Like, the conclave? Really? I have no idea. I have no clue. Like, literally, how can you know this? I mean, yeah, unless you know the history of Rome. I don't know.
Which is not our case.
No, it's not our case. I don't know. 1498. I was mistaken about the year. This was 1492. Oh, no. Okay.
So I'll go 92?
Yeah, let's go with 1492. Because, like, nobody knows in the chat anyway. And we also don't know that. So question number 10. Glyphs. Glyphs time. Okay. Find the piece of Eden hidden in the Tsar, to solve the glyph puzzle. And, of course, it was the stuff. So, I'm going to say...
How do I select it?
I think we should select the top. So, that's easy. Orpha. I would have also gone with 1498 or 99. This one is easy, yeah. This is the stuff. When you selected it in the glyphs, it became all red. Let's go with this. The top. Trooper says the top. So, let's click on confirm again. 9 out of 10. So, all the answers were correct, apart from the first year. Oh, no. We played... Oh, okay, it's fine. So we played with my profile this time. So I got 9 out of 10. Thank you guys. You helped me get in 9 out of 10. Well, I mean, I actually honestly forgot to even play the Brotherhood test last week. So yeah, it was the Staff of Eden, baby. Oh, don't worry, Troopage, it's fine. I'm not competing to get every single point. I'm not even in the top 10. Because I missed some of the tests, because like I played them with you guys, so I didn't even remember to play them on myself to try and get the prize. Plus the prize is a trip to Italy, so I'm already here, so there's no need to do that. So, well done, Troopage, as Elena says. What would we do without your knowledge? So you proved even more that you belonged to the trivia and to the contest. So hopefully you can join us in the coming weeks when we are actually able to set up our own contests and giveaways. Hopefully next week or the following one. So on that note, while Ezio, is she called Anna? Okay. If I win, will give me a tour. I mean, I would be happy to at least show you 1 or 2 places. Yes. I mean, could show you Milan and Turin. If you went to Florence, I'm not as knowledgeable about Florence as I would like to be. I've been to Rome a few times because I have relatives there, but apart from that. So anyway, on that note, as I was saying, we are wrapping our stream. Thank you guys so much for being here today, for joining us in this stream. I was so happy to show you, to play AC2 with you guys, to show you Animus Next and the way we found to play it, even if it's only in Chinese. And of course, I'm so happy to test the trivias every week. And after next week, there's not going to be any more trivia on the official side. So we're going to try and cover for that on our side. So once again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Keep an eye out on the channel. Hopefully during the week or towards the end of the week, we are going to release the second part of the Brandon of Clonfert analysis, where we're going to actually translate some text from Valhalla that is written in another ancient language that we have never discussed on our channel. So it's something new on our channel, at least. So look forward to that. And other than that, stay safe wherever you are. Enjoy the day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next Monday on our next Monday stream. Bye.
If I can manage to close it.
If Sary can manage to actually exit the Animus, so no bye at all. Let's just exit to Windows, and here we are. Hello. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy wherever you are, and I'll see you next Monday. This time for real.